Hey guys, it's Naya from NWC Counseling, and as usual, today is Thursday. So we are hopping on as we do each week. Part of my practice is to hop on and talk with you guys about real issues that are happening on the couch or chairs, and to bring them to the forefront and kind of use them to help educate and promote awareness about mental health topics, relationships, and all the things. So this month we have a series every month if this is your first time tuning in, and this month we're talking about all about being a wife and what that entails, the roles that it holds, and all of that. So this week we're really focusing on, are you a hot or are you a cold wife? Excuse me. Something that you guys might not be aware of is that as women, we often set the tone in our home. We set the climate. Sometimes you hear the phrase, happy wife, happy life, or, if mama's not happy, no one's happy. It's the idea that as women, we set the tone in our atmosphere. When we're in our home and we are feeling well, we often emit those type of vibes throughout the house. When we're very tense, when we're very emotional, sometimes we send those vibes throughout the house. So as women and as wives, we have to be really mindful of what vibes or what type of energy we're emitting out there. Suddenly I have to die because I'm choking now on my own spit. I don't know what's going on, guys. But I wanted to share some things with you guys. I wanted to share some tips so that if you were thinking, am I a hot or a cold wife? How would I know? Is my thermostat in the home hot or is it cold? I want to give you guys some signs for if you are setting a cold temperature or if you're setting a hot temperature. So the first thing is, let's look at if you are setting a cold temperature. So in your house, if your climate is cold, what could be happening is that you have a lot of distance in your relationship. Maybe you feel withdrawn, or maybe your partner is withdrawn. Maybe you're both withdrawn from each other. Or maybe there's missing intimacy, meaning you guys aren't really getting crazy nookie, or you guys really aren't even being intimate or even having conversation. Everything is really superficial, really light. You almost feel like a roommate type of thing. Also, sometimes when we have a cold house, we're very cautious in communicating because it almost feels like we're walking on eggshells. We don't know how to interact sometimes, so we really don't talk, or we really don't say too many things to not erupt any type of negative emotional drama that could come out. Also, there's tension in the home, but it's really frigid, cold tension. So we're going to talk about hot tension, but cold tension is just, it just feels bitter. It just feels detached. And it's this feeling when you walk in the room and you can pick up on that energy, but there isn't any behaviors or sudden things that have you to arrive at that conclusion. Also, you might notice that you're just very avoidant. Maybe in the home, when it's very cold in the home, as the wife, you're very avoidant of any issues, and that kind of goes with having a distance and being withdrawn. So that's being cold. Now you might ask yourself, well, maybe I'm keeping it kind of hot. Let me tell you, if you have a really hot or overheated climate in the home as a wife, what could be some of the things that we might experience? You might be really overwhelming to your partner. So you come home from work and maybe you're just bringing the heat right into the house, and you very overwhelming, very hot, very sticky and dependent type of factors. Or maybe it's just that your partner feels like they don't have a lack of freedom. Maybe you're kind of overbearing or overburdening in the relationship. Maybe it's that you impulsively communicate. So you don't have a problem with being cautious. It's a problem of you throw up too much of your emotions and you throw up too much of your disagreements and arguments, and you impulsively communicate and interact with your partner versus thinking things through. Maybe it's a hot, smothering love, like you just are overbearing and kind of just smothering your family with, heat and love and just touching, things like that. And maybe it's that you're very clingy or you have confrontational behaviors. So I want you guys to think about it. What type of climate do you think you're setting in your home? Do you think you're setting a, oh, this feels really good, this is a comfortable, ideal setting? Or do you think your thermostat is a little bit towards one side or the other? I want you guys to think about that, because as a wife, you want to set the tone in the home, and you want to set that climate to be an ideal temperature, meaning that it's not too cold and it's not too hot. You have a little bit of things in the middle there. Something that I'm offering is an e-course just for women who are interested about being wives, improving, or just learning the basic skills. And we talk more about things like setting the tone. And I give specific examples of how I take care of the home and how I'm able to try to adjust the tone if I feel like it's too cold or if I feel like it's too warm. What are some tricks and tips that I've learned to set that ideal temperature? So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to go ahead and post that information below. If you know someone else that might be interested in it, please make sure you share the information with them, so that way we're able to get as much information out as possible and have as many people engaged in this possible e-course that's launching in October that you might be a perfect fit for, or the person that you're thinking of would be a great fit for and can benefit from. Hey Jessica, she said thumbs up. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to post that shortly, and I want you to be thinking about your thermostat. What is your temperature set in? How do you move your temperature? I want to know from you guys what you think about that. All right, guys, have a great Thursday, and I will see you next week. Ladies, we're talking about expressing our inner sexual goddess. So make sure you tune in for that one, okay? All right, guys, have a great Thursday. Bye.